Okay, last night there was a massive reveal of the new 2025 Toyota 4Runner. In this video, though, let's talk about that 4Runner after the hoopla is gone. Let's talk about whether it's good or better, pro or con, better or worse, either way you want to say it, on the new 4Runner versus the prior 4Runner. So let's talk about these new changes. If you missed the videos, all stuff going on last night, new powertrain, basically it's Tacoma powertrain, turbocharged engine, 4-cylinder, 288 horsepower, 317 foot-pounds of torque, except it also has a hybrid version as well. 48 horsepower electric motor, and that's going to increase horsepower to 326 and 465 foot-pounds of torque. Now it also comes in SR5, TRD Sport, TRD Off-Road, Limited, and new this year is going to be our Trail Hunter over here. We also have a Platinum, and you will also still have the TRD Off-Road Premium, TRD Sport Premium. But let's go ahead and talk about kind of the differences here going on with this. So the 2025 is actually on the same platform as the Tacoma is. It's going to be 112 inches wheelbase, so that's about 3 inches longer than the current 2024 Toyota 4Runner. We have the length is about 4 inches longer, so a little bit. So basically, it's longer. Wheelbase is longer, width about 2 inches wider. Height is interesting. Height is down a little bit versus the prior generation 4Runner, so it'll still fit in your garage. That's not going to be the problem. You know, a little bit longer, which means you'll have a little more parking issues, maybe, possibly, depending on your garage situation. But you also have more legroom in the second row, and you also have a good back end as well. Now, this one does, the length of it in the Trail Hunter, has a sway bar disconnect, which what that does is it creates a better approach and departure angle. So in the case of the prior generation 4Runner, we had a departure angle of 26 degrees. New one, we have 24 degrees, and Trail Hunter, when you limited things, you have different setup with tires, different setup with the air dam, not the same departure angle. In the Trail Hunter as well, we have 32-inch departure angle versus 32 degrees, versus the 2024 we have 33-inch. Now, mile per gallon's not out yet, price not out yet, but I thought it was interesting because I think it's going to be a bit different, right? So why we did turbo. Turbo is going to have smoother power delivery. It's going to feel like it's fast off the line. You're going to have less emissions, and you're probably going to have better fuel economy. So for reference, the prior generation 4Runner, 16, 19, 17. So 17 combined. Let's just say it like this, right? 17 combined fuel economy. And the 2025 in the Tacoma, which has the same powertrain, 21 combined. So, yeah, you may be seeing at home like, oh, 3-4 mile per gallon, who cares? That's a huge deal. Automakers spend millions trying to get even a half mile per gallon. Huge deal. So, what else do we have difference? We have difference here in the second row. So, we have good room, leg room, right? But we have the tumble seats. So they tumble forward. So that is a change for 25 versus 24. It allows you to get in the back end better, and there's also a third row available for those customers who love shoving kids back there. So let's talk about our pros and cons real fast, and make for you out there buying. Should you wait to buy 25? Should you just go buy 24? Let's talk powertrain. So powertrain, smoother, quieter, more fuel efficient. However, there are going to be those naysayers who go, it's a turbo, it's running too high compression, it's going to be a problem with reliability. Well, the future is going to be turbos for these trucks. Just the way it's going to be for emissions and all the things going on. So you have that pro and con. If you're one of those guys who thinks turbos are still 1970s turbos, yeah, reliability may be a concern for you. If not, then you can do the old non-turbo. We also talk about real-world fuel economy. Real-world fuel economy would get better than this, I believe, basically driving around. Length, right? So we talked about longer length, a bit different in garage. However, it's a new platform, new TNGA platform, better ride quality. You're going to have a smoother ride quality. You'll be able to handle things a little better. It's just going to be an overall better experience. You will lose some departure approach angle, especially with this, the air dam. But don't worry, folks. You have a socket set at home that can come off pretty easily. Whereas the room, we talked about more room in the rear, plus more room in the second row, which is a big deal. Tech. So, prior generation 4Runner, remote start, open it, it dies. I've been there. Trust me, I understand. New one, same electrical architecture as you have in the Tacoma. Open the door, it still runs. No issues there. Now we do have the bigger screen, right? So we have I'm gonna go back to my note. Hold on there 1 second there, folks. 12-inch, let's see. We have a 12-inch screen, also an 8-inch screen lower models, 7-inch manual gauges for the gauge cluster, or a 12.3-inch digital gauge for the higher trim levels. So you have more technology in this, right? So example, you have the bigger screen, more technology going. Some people love that. Some people don't. You do have better cameras, easier to see. So there is more stuff going in there. And yes, you will have issues at times, your cell phone connecting and your Bluetooth dropping and that kind of stuff. Just the way technology is going. Design. So we have a little bit more rugged front end, a little bit sharper design, but he kept the roll down rear window. Huge fan favorite there. And we incorporated this throwback piece of glass, which is interesting. It's like a windshield, the way they've mounted that. I'm pretty impressed with that. So design, not really difference there. New styling, looks a bit differently. I like the overall look of that. That's gonna be a pro and con. I'm not seeing like this sixth gen is, oh my God, it's much better than the 5th gen. I think this is personal preference. And the last thing we'll talk about is driving dynamics. I haven't driven this yet, but I've driven other models. I've driven the 4Runner stuff. In my opinion, I would buy the 25 or the 24. It's gonna ride better. It's gonna handle the trail better. You're gonna have a better driving experience. What do you guys think? Am I good? Am I full of it? Hey, let me know below, are you? I like the keyboard warriors. But you guys down below, also check out other videos channel that are going to be over here. Yes, over there. Now, also check out the website, pickuptrucktalk.com. As always, thanks for watching. I will see you down the road.